Good morning. Good morning. So we are live. Welcome in. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly shoot around all the channels, make sure that we're here, make sure that you can see us, okay, and that we are live. We are going where we're supposed to be going and doing what we're supposed to be doing, because that always helps everybody. We do like, that's a yes. Right. Fabulous. Right. That's good. We are live on YouTube. We are live on LinkedIn, and we're live on Facebook. So if you're there, come and just pop a hi in the chat. Let me know who's here, okay? And it does say we're having trouble streaming to LinkedIn, but it does say it's LinkedIn's end, okay? So we're just going to hit remove for the time being, okay? Delete on LinkedIn, okay? But we're going to be staying where we are for Facebook and for Facebook and YouTube. So, okay, right. So, hi. How you doing, Nessa?
I'm good, thank you.
And Jen says, hi, I can see you.
Yay,
okay, cool.
Hi, Jen.
Right. Good. So we've got some people watching us this morning. Fabulous. It's always nice when people, come and join in and join along. So it's really nice. So I just want to get started just by saying, welcome in and thank you so much for being here, and everybody that's watching as well. I'm glad that you're here because, diving into these journeys of these amazing women, okay, that have faced struggles, broken through their barriers and pushed really their creativity and their businesses to the next level, okay? And that is so Nessa today. These chats are real stories, okay? I've only kind of given these beautiful ladies an idea in terms of the questions I'm going to ask, okay? But what they come out with, okay, is all done live, okay? We are here. We are completely, it's raw, okay? But it's a real glimpse to what is possible when resilience, imagination, and determination all come together. It really is. So we're going to keep it informal. We're going to keep it interactive. Put your questions in, okay? We want to see them, okay? And then I will ping them in. So that just kind of leads me to say, welcome in, Nessa.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Good. I'm really glad you're here. So we already got a love heart. Look at that. We've been only live for 2 minutes and 44 seconds and we've already got a love heart. So this is beautiful. So thank you.
How lovely.
Okay. I know. So Nessa, let's get started, shall we? Do you want to tell us a bit about your journey and what first inspired your creative, journey really on this path?
So I have been since I can remember, since I was tiny. My mum taught me at a very, very early age. So like I was 3 when my mum taught me to knit. And it's always been there throughout my childhood, throughout my teenage years, knit, and all my life. And then in later life, as we now call it, I did a degree in and a master's. And as I came out of that, I found it was just kept pulling me back. The rhythm of knitting, the rhythm of crochet, it just keeps pulling me back in. And my proper job, as we would say, has always been in admin. I was, I started off as a typist and a secretary, a bookkeeper, organisation, admin, running businesses. That's what I did as a real job. But I always was crafting, knitting and crocheting throughout that, whether it was for money or just for fun. It's always been there. But what I do now, the teaching side of it, started by accident. I was volunteering and then I ended up working in a knitting shop and sharing what I knew. And it was when I was at uni and I realised that what I enjoyed about being at uni was showing everybody else how to do what they needed to do rather than actually doing what I was supposed to do. And it hit me that what I wanted to do was show people what to do. And when they picked up a skill and then went on to do more, than what I showed them. So I might show them how to cast on, and then they would go on and knit something, and then their brain would click and they'd go, oh, look what I can do now. That's what I love. That's what really lights me up. And that's what inspired me to build a business. It's not just teaching people how to make things, but giving them confidence to do something with their own hands. That's why.
Fabulous, yeah. And it's almost like magic, isn't it? You know, when it's with knitting, you know, or witchcraft. I don't know which one it is. Okay, you take special.
Yeah, a lot of people refer to it witchcraft. Yeah.
So, I mean, Nessa, what would you say was one challenge that you faced early on that, you know, kind of shaped how you run your business, you know, now?
So one thing I found early on was when I started teaching for other people, that I would spend 2 hours with a group of people and teach them what I was supposed to teach them. But I wouldn't give them the full picture. So I'd do a workshop and teach them how to, I'd have a curriculum that they were supposed to follow. So I would be teaching them, say, how to do granny square. And they would be complete beginners, and they were meant to be able to make a granny square in 2 hours. And for some that's achievable, for some it's just not. You need more time than that. Paula, can you crochet yet? No. How much time have you spent around crocheters? A lot.
Yeah. A good part of 4 years.
4 years. It takes, some of these skills take time. Some people pick them up really quickly, but it is not possible to give somebody the full picture in 2 hours. And I found that so disheartening that I couldn't in 2 hours teach somebody. And then these people went away, and I just felt that they were going away without the full picture. And I had no control over that because it wasn't my business. And they were my students. And I really wanted something where they were my people. And I wanted to be able to give them a solid foundation. And that's where the change came for me.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, when things felt tough, what was something that kind of, you know, kept you going? You know, you had to have that inspiration to keep moving forward.
Wow, Paula. What keeps me going forward is you. So having support. Well, I guess the answer is having support. The big picture is having support, but having you as a business coach, and then having the community that is around that. So the Chat with Paula community, and then the Cool Wall community as well, the two communities together, the people in those communities. So knowing that when I've got a problem, I can call on you, not necessarily just for a technical problem, but for all sorts of issues related to the business. I can come to you with that. And then also, because quite a lot of the community is like textile based, not all of it, but then the other people have advice and guidance business related as well. You know, there's always somebody around that can give you hints and tips and support and just really bolster you up. The saying, a rising tide raises all ships. You know, we are not competitors, because even if we're doing exactly the same thing, we are different people and we have different unique selling points. And somebody who might want to say learn to knit with me, or somebody who might want to learn to knit with me, they'll want to learn with me because it's me.
Yeah.
But somebody might not want to learn to knit with me because of me. They might want to learn to knit with somebody else because of the way they relate to them. And that's fine. There's enough to go round.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
So and that sense of we're all in it together as well. So the fact that we all have imposter syndrome, and until you meet somebody else who's got imposter syndrome,
yes,
you don't realise that everybody has it. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people have it. listening to Irish, even she was full of confidence, but even she had it, you know, and that was amazing to hear. This really wonderful, confident, accomplished woman still have a touch of imposter syndrome. It was incredible to hear that, and the confidence that then gives me over my imposter syndrome, you know. So incredible, that community.
And I'm grateful, Nessa, and thank you for sharing that. And it's really, this is the reason we're doing this. It's to this series of When Magic Meets Creativity is all about just kind of all of the amazing ladies I work with, okay, are nobody has got where they are because it was just handed to them and it was an easy journey.
Nice.
And that is really a theme throughout the whole of my business. You know, I mean, I am here because of struggles, okay? And therefore they say that, you know, when you do something well and right, okay, you tend to attract your people, okay? And I'm now working with my people, and those people, surprisingly, even though they need my help, they're just like me as well. And it's really amazing. It really is. So, but let me ask you, when things felt really tough, I mean, what kept you going?
So that is you keep me going.
Thank you.
Yeah, knowing that I can call on you if I need to. Absolutely, 100%. And everybody in the community, but a couple of people in particular that I've got closer to. Yeah.
Okay.
They're the ones.
Yeah. Good. No, and it's really lovely, isn't it, to be able to have that. So because we're in business for ourselves, but we're never alone. So
yeah.
What beliefs and blocks have you had to push through, you know, to get where you are now?
Well, I'm still pushing. Still pushing. But so perfectionism is a really difficult one. That's really difficult. And I actually ask my students to leave their perfectionism at the door. But I'm find it very difficult to do that myself. And then control, without a doubt. It's really hard to leave control. I've had to learn that done is better than perfect. Don't know who taught me that. And that, you know, things don't need to look like a glossy magazine. And every detail doesn't need to be sorted. It's okay that not everything is spot on. I do have a business partner in my studio space, and that has really helped, having like the yang between us. That really helps. It makes us a strong team, because it means that I can't have everything exactly my way. She's so good at letting me have my way in so many things, but it does also stretch me because I can't have my way in everything. I have to let her have her space too, and that really helps, you know, keep me more balanced. So, yeah.
Jen's just popped a message here and she said she's also a recovering perfectionist over here too. So yeah. But at least you're in recovery, Jen. Well done to that. Okay, there you go. There's something to celebrate. So yeah, and again, you're not alone. You know, you're really not alone in that respect. So yeah. What's one bold move you've made this year that's really paid off?
Wow, my bold move this year was going on the Serenity and Strategy Retreat. Completely out of my comfort zone. There were lots of things. So I am a Christian, and going on the Serenity and Strategy Retreat, I knew there were going to be things that I was going to approach that would be completely out of my comfort zone. I knew that the mindset practices that were going to be presented to me were going to be things that I really would not be comfortable with. And I did a lot of research on my way before I came, and while I was there, I looked at a lot of things that we were doing while I was there, and I did a lot of praying in my bedroom during the nights and things. But actually, it was so good. It was It was so good the way that we spent time planning our businesses, looking at our businesses, but we didn't just look at our businesses, we looked at ourselves. We unblocked things within us. On the business side, you took us into our personal selves and took us and made us look at our own psyche on the business side. And then we did the mindset and the relaxation and all that with Layla, and learned so much there as well. And we cried and we laughed and we just did so much personal investigation into ourselves. And we created such a bond between all of us that what came out of that has been incredible. It was a massive financial commitment, but it has paid off so massively. I came back with 2 friends that I can't imagine.
They feel exactly the same.
I know. This was not the bit I thought I would cry about. We have made such a bond. And we're all moving together in our businesses so well. And it's so incredible what we've achieved from that retreat. I can see Jen's comments. And I know Claire is on holiday, so she's not watching. But what we achieved and what we created and what happened was just so mind-blowing. It was incredible. Yeah. And the way all 3 of us have moved forward since then. And you know what? And not just us, but you as well, Paula, and Layla, and you know, and her journey as well. It's just all been so incredible. Yeah. That all that happened in those 4 days in Poland. And it's just, I'm not into woo. I'm this, you know, Bible-based Christian person, but things were unblocked and moves were made, and we're all just doing so amazing. And we've all found, not just me, but we've all found strength and confidence that we didn't know we had. And we've all moved forward and made massive strides in our businesses that have all come out of that Serenity and Strategy retreat. And it's incredible. It's incredible what we've achieved. Right down to the fact that today my course is now out in the open. You know, it is out there.
That's amazing.
It exists now.
Yeah. Jen said we do. Yeah. I mean, she typed, I didn't want to interrupt you. Yeah. She just, she was completely in agreement with you, because she was also here with you. And I always say to people, you know, the saying, like, you know, you had to be there. It's so hard to describe what happened, the bond, and the, you know, the way that everything worked and the connection you get. You can't buy that. You can buy a ticket and come here for a retreat, okay? But you can't buy that kind of experience otherwise, okay? And I think being Serenity 1, being the very first one, okay, it was really special. I'm looking now for Serenity 2. I mean, let's see how special this one is, okay? It's a challenge there. But I do think that actually, I'm really glad actually to hear, Nessa, actually, that it's been, one of the big things that's made a big thing for you this year. So, Jen also said that she thinks, you know, she'd like to think that she's practicing good enough now, good enoughist or now. I think that's really important, to kind of, it doesn't need to be perfect. You just got to now, you know, feel it, okay? Be with those who support you completely, okay? And just push past those barriers, because everything is possible if you do that. So,
absolutely.
How has your creativity helped you to stand out in business?
I think being creative is what makes it possible for you to wear all the hats that you need to wear. So you need to be for 1 minute I'm the social media person, and then I'm the course creator, then I'm the designer of knitting patterns or whatever, and then I'm the teacher, and then I'm the project manager. And I think being creative, it's what keeps the job varied. I think it's what helps. It's why I need to be an entrepreneur, a business owner, rather than having a more staid 9 to 5 regular job. I think it's possibly why I was more bored in an office, why those jobs maybe didn't work out so well for me, why I was constantly reorganizing things, because there wasn't that variety. And now I have variety all the time. I don't have to do what I'm supposed to do. I can pick something else. If I really don't want to do that, I can pick something else. I don't have to do the thing that I'm supposed to do. Obviously, there are things we have to do. But
it's amazing how many people feel like a square peg in a round hole in an employed role. So
I had a conversation with my husband last week about going back to proper work, because sometimes it is a bit much having all the jobs to do and technically running 2 businesses and all the hours it does take. But actually, I wouldn't be able to do that now. I wouldn't want to. Jen, variety. Autonomy is one of my key words. I am an autonomous adult. That's what I teach people in knitting. You are an autonomous adult. You can knit the way you want to knit.
Yes. Yeah.
It's one of my key phrases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nessa, what would you say is something that you've learned about yourself this year?
So I would say that I'm actually quite structured. I think people assume creativity is a lot of flow and instinct, but I actually love systems and schedules. I say that. I hate routine. I don't like, following a routine. So the 9 to 5 really doesn't suit me, but I do like a system. I love to batch things. I do like to have a nice list. I like a nice list.
Always a list.
I might not like to do it in order. I might like to do the thing at the bottom rather than the thing at the top, but I do like a nice list. I love my Google Calendar. It's not on my Google Calendar. I'm not doing it. I wonder who taught me that. Oh my goodness, Paula, where would I be without you? So they are they're the things that I really enjoy. Keeping myself on track and in line, but also being able to be creative alongside that. So I guess I am a bit yin and yang in myself. That I like this structured side alongside the creativity of it all.
No, and I think that we all need to have a little bit of that, but it depends on kind of what we do within our businesses to which strength is has got the most. So I was really one of the very first things I learned actually about businesses and this was when I did my Tech Pixie training course was that you're generally an integrator or a visionary, and some really unique people are both. And I remember when I did the test, I came out like 92% integrator. So I was really good at finding ways to do things without a problem, just pushing through. But I also found that I was a 71% creative as well. I was a visionary. So I was able to really kind of go strong on both. That's a problem in itself, though, because it meant then that I would have a load of ideas and want to implement them all at the same time.
That is a thing, isn't it? I think that sounds quite a bit like me. I have all the ideas and I don't want to hand them over to somebody else to implement. I want to do it. Yes, exactly. That is a problem, isn't it? I have a friend who comes up who quite clearly says, no, I have the ideas, but somebody else needs to implement them. And actually we need her in our group because she comes up with the ideas, but then somebody has to implement them.
Oh, you know somebody, good, because I'm still lost about who somebody is, okay, and I'm sure that nobody lives in my house and somebody does, okay, and everybody
no,
does.
yes, yeah, we have a house like that, but
good. So I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions in a minute, okay, but I just want to say to people, whilst I ask Nessa the quick fire round questions, okay, if you've got a question for Nessa, go pop it in the chat now, okay, and then I'll ask her afterwards, okay. But Nessa, before we get to the quick fire questions, you said that you had something launched today. So, you may as well share that.
Oh, gosh. Right. So my Learn to Knit from Scratch course is on pre-launch. So I have popped it onto my Instagram today. That, yes, you can go on my Instagram and see the first inklings of my Learn to Knit course. Yes.
Okay.
And my Instagram is Nessa Hubbard. It is.
So where can people see it? Where's the link for it?
So if you go on my Instagram, which is Nessa Hubbard, then it's in my link tree.
It's in your link tree. Oh, I do love your Nessa Hubbard link tree.
Oh, my brand new Nessa Hubbard link tree.
Brand new.
Courtesy of Paula. Paula and her amazing.
So why most beginners quit knitting before they even start?
Yeah.
No. Is that the one?
That should be one.
Yeah. With a video.
Yes. That is
okay. Perfect. So let's pop that in the chat for you then. Let's just pop this here so if people want to see it, okay, they can see it, okay? And let's just show that off, shall we? So it's nessahubbard.com/essential knitting tools. Okay, so you can go find that there, or go over to Nessa's Instagram from her standard website, which is nessahubbard.com, and then you can find Instagram from there as well. Okay, so don't forget to go and pop your questions in the chat. Okay, and Nessa, are you ready? Very important questions, these, okay, because these are the ones that everybody wants to know. Coffee or tea?
Right, coffee with chocolate and a knitting magazine.
Oh, look at that.
Always.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. What's a song that gets you pumped up?
Tainted Love by Soft Cell. Took me ages to remember the name of that song. or any early 80s track. I mean, there were so many, but Tainted Love is the one that, for me.
I think the 80s just had the best music. It really did. So
love it.
Yeah. Yep, me too. What's one word that sums up your year so far?
Busy.
I've heard that already this week. It's okay, but busy in flow state or busy as manic?
Flow, I think. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there is a difference.
I'm trying to slow it down and calm it down and find a balance and I'm not very good at stopping is the point. I don't do stop. So I'm trying to find a way of being busy but being relaxed. I'm learning that you can have rest but be active. So not exercise, don't do exercise, that would be but you can be, so for example, this is not a very good example for me, but if you had friends round for dinner, that is relaxing if you like having friends round for dinner because that's fun. But that's not necessarily work. For me it would be work because I would be socializing and that would drain me of energy. But that might be fun for some people, so that would be a fun thing to do, relaxing rather than rest being just stopping and doing nothing. I can't stop and do nothing. So that's an example.
Okay, good.
Not an example
so
that works for me.
Who would be your dream person to collaborate with?
This has been so interesting to listen to this week because I could not think of anybody. I don't want to collaborate with anybody big. I just don't. I just couldn't think of anybody. I want to work with smaller creators. I'm big community, like building community in where I live, or getting people together. I just don't want to socialize. But I love being in a knitting group. I recently went to a knitting show. Afterwards, went to a knitting meetup in the pub, and I loved that. That's what I want to do. I want to go and meet other knitters, other creators, other creatives. For example, when we have your and Carol's meetup in November, that's my kind of collaboration. That's what I want to do. Or, for example, our Cool Wool Community magazine, that's the kind of collaboration I want, where we all build people up together. That's my kind of collaboration. And also in our thing that we had yesterday, where we talked about affiliate links, that's the kind of collaboration I want to do, where we're all building each other up. Again, a rising tide raises all ships.
Yeah,
that's the one for me. You know, I love community. That's what I want to do. Build community. However that happens. Yeah.
Oh, that's so lovely. All right, but Nessa, what's your favorite way to celebrate a win?
Buying yarn, of course.
Wow, I'm surprised. No, good.
Oh,
yeah.
Dear.
Yeah. Because I have seen a few videos that you put out, and it doesn't look like you have enough. So it's really important.
I do not have enough yarn. Absolutely not. No, I don't have enough yarn. I don't have enough knitting projects, and I don't have enough work. No, absolutely not. No.
Good. Okay, so let's look ahead now. Okay, so where do you see your business heading for the end part of this year and beginning of next year? Where are you going?
Wow. So my studio that I run with my business partner, we are planning to step even more into being a proper textile school. We have plans to have a regular how do I describe it? We're going to actually have a school night. So we're going to have like a weekly, everybody come along and learn together class. Okay. We currently have a thing that we call Sweater Club, where people come along with their current project and everybody just carries on with their project, and we guide them to wherever they need to be. And we're going to make that a regular thing from January. So that's going to happen. We're going to be like a proper school instead of offering, instead of offering fixed workshops, we're going to have this school-like feel. And then my online Learn to Knit course is now out in the wild. That's today. Then after the Learn to Knit course, there will be, obviously, once you've learned to knit, then what are you going to do? So there will be more knitting courses coming from that. I also have my masterclasses that I do once a month, which are on the first Tuesday of every month and on Facebook. And it's a free live masterclass on whatever topic. In October, it's on cabling. And they're available till the end of the month as a free replay, and then you can buy the replay. You can buy it after that if you want to see what it was I taught. So there's a whole host of those on my website. They're carrying on till the end of the year, and then maybe I'll do them for another year if I can think of another 12 topics. I don't know. I don't know what will happen with those after I decided to do a year's worth. I might have covered everything in a year. I don't know. Haven't thought of that. But I want to grow a real hub for knitting enthusiasts, and move that forward. Maybe some more pattern designing. I will see. Once this Learn to Knit course is out and fully open, we will see what comes of that.
Okay. All right.
Who knows?
So would you say that that's your big dream that you're working on now?
Yes. Getting the online stuff out there.
Okay.
Getting that right and proper and working. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, great. Okay, so if you could give your past self one piece of advice, what would it be?
It's about not being perfect.
Oh.
People connect with you because of who you are. I think that's really hard to accept, actually, that people like you for who you are. It is a really difficult one, again, because of imposter syndrome and because of not feeling good enough, and all the baggage that we carry from our past. You do feel inadequate in places and things, and it's really difficult to accept that your skills are. I mean, I know that I'm really good at what I do, but I forget it all the time. So I am reminded by people around me, by people that I have taught to knit, and by the people that come back to me time and time again for more classes, for more learning, that I am good at what I do. And I would tell myself that time and time again. You're good at what you do. Go and do it. Go and do it.
Absolutely. Go do it. I love it. Okay, so what's one message you'd like to leave, for other creative women watching today?
Creativity matters. It's not frivolous or secondary. It's really important. And whether you are somebody who colours in a colouring book, whether you are somebody who follows a knitting pattern to the letter, or whether you are somebody who picks up some knitting needles and creates your own thing, wherever you are on that spectrum of being creative, it's all creativity and it all matters. Just do it. And I know we've heard that already this week.
No, and thank you, Nessa. It's really, and I think that some people forget that, and and it would be, it's nice to hear it, and it's good that it's already been said this week, but it's good to hear it in a repetitive strain, that, don't think that what you do doesn't matter. What you do does matter, and you should shine. You should take that and just go for it. So no, it's really lovely. So no, thank you. So I just want thank you, Nessa. Amazing, thank you. Your journey, the challenges, and the vision for the future, and you're already with your masterclasses, you've already been building your own community, and that's what you said, that would be your dream collab, would be this amazing community, that the ones you're already in, and you're already now building your own. So, and it's really kind of, because it aligns with you, it's really lovely to kind of see that. So Annabelle's just put, this has been great. You are wonderful. Yes, I couldn't agree more, Annabelle. She really is wonderful. So yeah. Thank you to everyone that joined us live. Your comments, your energy, your support. It was really, really lovely to have today. So thank you. And it just made it a little bit more special. One thing to take away from today, okay, is that when magic meets creativity, okay, really, okay, it really brilliance is born, okay. Yeah, you can do it without me, okay, but it's much more fun with me. So stay connected and keep creating boldly. Really keep creating boldly. Take exactly what, what Nessa said, okay? What you do matters, okay? And it just leaves me to say, Nessa, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing, okay? Thank you for making a difference to everybody that watched today, okay? Because, yeah, Annabelle was right, okay? You are wonderful. So thank you, okay? And, yeah, until next time. So I now think that that's the last of the sessions for this week. We are back, though. We have another 4 lined up. Again, that doesn't mean that we're going to stop there. So week commencing the 20th of October, okay, there will be the next instalment of these amazing, amazing women, okay, coming on to share their fabulous journeys with you. So, oh, look at this. We've got another one. You are fab. Fab live, ladies. Thank you. Oh, they're all coming in now. There you go. Thank you, Jen. So, yes, we will see you then, okay, and just one more thing to note, okay? If you've watched this series this week, okay, until the end of this week, so until tomorrow, okay, if you want to join in, okay, if you want to do the Complete Business Toolkit or the retreat or any of the courses that are listed, okay, for the on magictagic.co.uk, you have 25% off this week for everything which I do, okay? So go and grab it now, okay? So go grab it now. Nessa, thank you. Okay, thank you to everybody else, okay? And we'll see you on the next installment.